The new Sky Bet Championship season kicks off on Friday, but which teams and players should you watch out for? Stoke, Swansea and West Brom will be targeting a swift return to the Premier League, while high-profile new managers like Derby's Frank Lampard and Leeds' Marcelo Bielsa will hope to live up to fresh expectations. With the help of Sky Bet, we take a closer look at the potential promotion challengers, the players tipped to provide the firepower and the sides who could find themselves scrapping for survival. Reading v Derby, Friday, 8 p.m, live on Sky. Birmingham v Norwich, Brentford v Rotherham, Bristol City v Nottingham Forest, Ipswich v Blackburn, Millwall v Middlesbrough, Preston v QPR, West Brom v Bolton, Wigan v Sheffield UTD v Swansea, 5:30 p.m, live on Sky. Leeds v Stoke, Sunday, 4:30 p.m, live on Sky. Hull v Aston Villa, Monday, 7:45 p.m, live on Sky. Title contenders. Only 9 of the 30 clubs relegated from the Premier League over the last decade have bounced back at the first time of asking, just 4 of those automatically, but 2 sides who fell out of the top flight last term, Stoke and West Brom, are still deemed top tips for the title, according to Sky Bet. Darren Moore was appointed West Brom head coach on a permanent basis on Friday. Middlesbrough, meanwhile, have begun to build a team in the image of boss Tony Pulis, with new boys Aidan Flint and Paddy McNair, for a combined £12 million, providing the force to complement the flair of the likes of winger Adama Traoré. With Pulis' history of getting results, their odds of 8/1 are unsurprisingly narrow. Joining that trio inside the 10/1 bracket are Nottingham Forest, who have taken a leaf out of Wolves' title-winning book with their spending on Portuguese talent. The Tricky Trees broke their record spend to bring in João Carvalho from Benfica, and added Tobias Figueiredo from Sporting as well. Money does not buy success, but they have added championship experience with the additions of Lewis Graben, Michael Dawson, Jack Robinson and Jack Colbach, so will not have too much to worry about adapting to the division. 449 EFL Previews Championship Predictions M2T EFL Previews Championship Predictions M2T. When Marcelo Bielsa was first linked with Leeds, it sounded unbelievable, but the Argentine, given the faint praise of the best manager in the world by Pep Guardiola, has landed at Elland Road for his first taste of English football, in a move increasingly expected to either be a roaring success or an unmitigated disaster, given Bielsa has lasted only 60 games combined across its last 3 jobs. New Leeds United manager Marcelo Bielsa, during a press conference at Elland Road, Barry Douglas and Patrick Bamford, who looks set to join, are 2 deft additions to a squad which has often offered more than it has delivered and is priced at 7/2 for promotion. Another unknown quantity are Swansea, whose new manager Graham Potter has impressed with his work in Sweden but isn't proven back in his own domestic league, although on paper their squad, which still includes Wilfred Boney, Sam Clucas and Tom Carroll, looks capable of mounting a challenge. Aston Villa, Brentford, Derby and Norwich are all priced at 9/2 or bigger to be promoted, but have all reached the playoffs at least in recent seasons, and the Rams' appointment of Frank Lampard could be a catalyst for success at Pride Park. Dark horse Preston never quite get the plaudits they deserve after carving out back-to-back top 10 finishes under successive managers, but with some big money spent at the top of the championship, and very little of it by Alex Neil, making it 3 in a row may be tricky, although North End are still priced at 8/1 to go up. Reports of a boardroom power struggle at Sheffield United may have been behind their lack of spending last summer, and while most of their additions this summer have been free transfers, signing John Egan from Brentford and snapping up sought-after goalkeeper Dean Henderson on loan from Manchester United is at least a statement of intent after finishing 10th in 2017-18. Dean Henderson, right, impressed during a loan spell with Shrewsbury last season. A quick whiz across town to Sheffield Wednesday tells a very different story, of a side yet to make a single signing in this window. But their pedigree in reaching the top 6 in 2 of the last 3 seasons keeps them as outsiders for a shot at promotion. Bristol City looked a safe bet for the top 6 before Christmas, but after falling away and losing influential duo Aidan Flint and Bobby Reid, with Joe Bryan rumoured to follow, they will need a little more luck to compete this season. The signings of Adam Webster, Heikki Batalakin and Jack Hunt could help though. Potential strugglers Rotherham were back in the Championship after only a year away, but in a division increasingly seen as a second Premier League in financial terms. 3 free transfers and a small number of loan arrivals might not be enough for a team generally untested in the second tier, and they are 6/5 favourites to go down. Bolton survived by the skin of their teeth last season, and were an Aaron Wilbraham goal away from dropping out of the Championship at the end of a year under a transfer embargo, which has since been lifted. But another summer of free transfers, Josh Magennis aside, might not be enough for a squad which has needed real investment for a little while now. Frank Lampard, Derby Paul Hurst, Ipswich Marcelo Bielsa, Leeds Steve McLaren, QPR Gary Rowett, Stoke Graham Potter, Swansea. There could be trouble for new Ipswich manager Paul Hurst too, who has had to cope with the loss of Adam Webster and possibly Martin Waghorn too, but without any proven replacements to soften the blow. Hull City are also tipped to be in the mix, but have had a solid summer on the transfer front, bringing in Reece Burke from West Ham, George Long from Sheffield United and Eric Lichich from Aston Villa. Going by the bookies' odds, Millwall, QPR and Reading could also end up looking over their shoulders this season. Top scorer Stoke's Ben Afobe, 8/1, is Sky Bet's pre-season tip to top the goal-scoring charts in 2018-19. Afobe's loan move from Wolves will be made permanent in January for a fee of around £12 million, and the man who helped Wolves to the title last term with a handful of goals edges out West Brom's Jay Rodriguez, 10/1, Brit. Assombalonga should lead the line again for a Middlesbrough side fancied to be at the right end of the division for the long haul and is a 12/1 shot, the same as last season's top scorer, Mate Vidra. Brit Assombalonga is a 12/1 chance to be the leading goalscorer. Leon Clark, a surprise hit for Sheffield United with 19 league goals last season, is deemed the same 14/1 chance as Lewis Graben, who scored 20 goals across loan spells at Sunderland and Aston Villa last term and has been lured to the City ground by an ambitious Nottingham Forest side. Derby new boy Jack Marriott, who scored 33 goals in all competitions for a Peterborough side that did not even reach the top 6 in League One last campaign, is an intriguing 22/1 offering, while Aston Villa striker Jonathan Kodjia, 25/1, is tipped for a big season after a 2017-18 thwarted by injury. Who are you tipping to shine and struggle this season in the Sky Bet Championship? Post a comment below if you're reading on skysports.com or tweet us at SkyFootball. Sky Bet odds corrected July 31st and subject to fluctuation. Watch the Sky Bet English Football League on Sky Sports throughout the season and follow the action on the move with live blogs and goals from every game available on skysports.com and the Sky Sports apps.